The storm raged. Waves, like angry gods, tossed the lone ship upon the churning sea.
My homeland are just a distant memory now.
India, with its fabled shores, loomed through the tempest. He would reach it, or die trying. Ethan, battered but alive, washed ashore. He found himself on a beach, the golden sands littered with the remnants of his shattered vessel. The air, heavy with the scent of salt and spices, was alien yet intoxicating. India, land of mystery, had embraced him in its raw power.
This place, it's unlike anything I've ever known.
He was found by villagers, their dark eyes wide with curiosity and apprehension. They saw the warrior within, the spirit unbroken. They took him to their Raja, a man who looked upon Ethan with cautious interest. Little did they know destiny had brought them together. The Raja's armory became Ethan's training ground. The unfamiliar weight of the curved tulwar, the deadly twang of the crossbow, the scimitar's swift bite, he mastered them all. His movements, honed by years of warfare in distant lands, adapted to the rhythms of this new ancient style. Days bled into weeks, his skin bronzed by the Indian sun. He learned the language, the customs, the stories of gods and demons. He sparred with the Raja's soldiers, their initial skepticism giving way to grudging respect. Ethan, once adrift, found purpose in the heart of this strange land.
You've come a long way, Ethan. Your skills are impressive.
Word of his prowess reached the king Chandragupta, a ruler famed for his wisdom and might. Intrigued, Chandragupta summoned Ethan. He saw in the foreigner a weapon, a tool to be honed and unleashed against his enemies. Ethan saw a chance to repay the kindness shown to him, to carve his own legend.
This is my chance to prove myself.
Chandragupta, seated upon a throne shimmering with gold, observed Ethan. His eyes, old and wise, missed nothing. He saw the warrior's dedication, his quiet strength. He saw, too, the flicker of uncertainty, the longing for acceptance.
Prove it.
And prove himself he did. Ethan, leading a contingent of the king's finest, rode into battle against a rebellious warlord. His talwar sang a deadly song, each swing precise and lethal. He fought with the fury of a man possessed, his courage inspiring those around him. Victory was swift and decisive. Ethan, bloodied but unbroken, presented the warlord's standard to Chandragupta. The king, a rare smile gracing his lips, bestowed upon him the title of Veer, the brave.
You have earned your place, Veer.
Ethan had earned his place in this land, a warrior worthy of respect. Amidst the celebrations, Ethan's gaze met hers. Princess Amara, the king's daughter, her eyes like pools of molten gold, held a hint of admiration.
I have watched you from afar, Ethan. Your skill in battle, your quiet strength. They stir something within me.
Their interactions were initially formal, bound by courtly etiquette. Yet, beneath the surface, a connection sparked. They shared stories of their homelands, their dreams, their fears.
Amara, your intelligence and grace captivate me. I find myself drawn to you more each day.
He gifted her a delicate silver pendant, a token from his homeland, a symbol of his growing affection.
This is beautiful, Ethan. I will cherish it always.
Amara, touched by his gesture, accepted it with a blush. Their love, a delicate blossom in the harsh world of war and politics, began to bloom. Peace, like a fragile butterfly, proved short-lived. A powerful enemy, Raja Viraj, threatened Chandragupta's reign. Driven by ambition and vengeance, Viraj amassed a vast army, his shadow falling over the kingdom.
My loyalty is unwavering. I will ride to war once more.
But Viraj was no ordinary foe. His sorcery, whispered to be fueled by dark forces, turned the tide of battle. Ethan, despite his bravery, found himself on the back foot. His victories were few, his losses mounting. Despair threatened to consume him.
You cannot defeat me, foreigner. My power is beyond your comprehension.
Each defeat chipped away at Ethan's spirit. He had sworn to protect this land, this king, this woman he had come to love. Yet his strength seemed insignificant against Viraj's dark magic. He was a warrior facing an unstoppable force. Chandragupta, his face etched with worry, revealed a closely guarded secret. He spoke of the Brahmastra, a weapon of unimaginable power, a weapon that could obliterate armies and shatter mountains. But it was a double-edged sword capable of untold destruction.
Ethan, the decision to use this weapon weighs heavily. It is a power not to be taken lightly.
The decision weighed heavily upon Ethon. To unleash such power went against his very being. Yet the faces of his comrades, the love for Amara, the fate of his adopted home, flashed before his eyes. He knew what he had to do.
I will wield the Brahmastra for the sake of those I love and to protect this land.
Deep within the royal temple, guarded by generations of priests, lay the Brahmastra. Ethon, after a solemn ceremony, received the weapon. It pulsed with an energy that both terrified and exhilarated him. He prayed he was worthy of wielding such power. He rode onto the battlefield, the Brahmastra held aloft. A hush fell over the warring armies. Even Viraj, his arrogance momentarily shaken, seemed to recognize the power Ethon commanded. It was a moment frozen in time, the air thick with anticipation.
With a heavy heart, I unleash this power for the greater good.
With a heavy heart, Ethon unleashed the Brahmastra. A blinding flash, a deafening roar, and Viraj's forces were no more. The very earth trembled, the sky itself seemed to crack. Victory was his, but at a terrible cost.
No, this cannot be.
Ethon returned to the capital, hailed as a hero, but his victory was bittersweet. He had saved his adopted home, but the memory of the Brahmastra's power haunted him. He knew such weapons had no place in the world.
Ethon, you have saved us all. Let us build a future together.
He married Amara, their union a symbol of unity and hope. He ruled wisely, his reign marked by peace and prosperity. And though he had come to India a stranger, he found love, acceptance, and a legacy that would live on for generations. Ethon, the foreign warrior, had become a legend, a testament to the enduring power of courage, love, and the search for a place to belong.